Hey guys, how you doing? Yes, my name is Kathu and welcome to my channel, Learn Maths with Kathu. So, in our last lesson, when we were going through table 2, I left you with one question for practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. So what was the question? What is this divide by 2? Okay? So when you see a question like this, you should automatically know that you need to write table 2. Okay? We talked about table 2 in our last lesson. And this is our table 2. Okay? This is our table 2. Okay? So, how many times does 6 divide by 2? How many times does 6 divide by 2? 6 goes into 2 3 times. Okay? 6 goes into 2 3 times. Okay? So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? The next step will be to drop the 7. So when you drop the 7, you can, 7 is in between 6. 7 is in between 6 and 8. Okay? So that means that we'll go with 6. So that subtracting becomes easier. Like when you're subtracting, we said that order really matters. So you can only subtract numbers with when the bigger number is on top of the smaller number. So we'll go with 6 because 6 is smaller than 7. Okay? So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? 7 minus 6 is 1. Drop the 8. Okay? 18 divided by 2 is? 18 is here. 9. Okay? So 9 times 2 is 18. Okay? 18 minus 18 is 0. Are we together? The next step will be to drop the 9. Okay? When you drop 9, what do you write here? 9 is in between 8 and 10. So we'll go with 8. Okay? So we'll write 4 here. Okay? Because 4 times 2 is 8. And 9 minus 8, is 1. Then when you drop the 2, it becomes 12. Okay? So where does 12 fall here? 6. Okay? Because 6 times 2 is 12. Okay? Okay, let me write this 12 here. 12 minus 12 is 0. Are we together? And that's basically it. And just like that, we have our answer. Okay? Quite easily done. All right? So today, I'd like us to go through the multiplication trick for mastering table 3. Okay? Yeah, so today I'd like us to continue learning the multiplication table tricks. And yeah. So what am I saying? Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, today I'd like us to continue learning the multiplication table tricks. So far we've gone through tables 1 and 2, And so today I'd like us to go through the multiplication trick for mastering table 3. So for table 3, we start by drawing a table that has 3 columns and 3 rows, okay, like this, okay? And for the digits in the ones place, we'll write all the numbers from 1 to 9 in ascending order. Ascending order just means from the smallest to the largest, okay? And how do we do that? We start by writing these numbers from the box that's on the bottom, from the box that's on the bottom as you go up. Bottom, up, bottom, up. Okay, are we together? So now we have, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we add a 0 over there. Okay? So it's basically writing all the digits in the ones place from 1 to 10. Okay? And that's it for the digits in the ones place. Okay? And by the way, I hope you still remember what you said about number places. If it doesn't ring a bell, I'll leave the link of the place value of whole numbers in the description box below. Okay? Let's now go to the digits in the tens place. So for the digits in the tens place, we use kind of the same concept that we used in table 2. Okay? The only difference here is that we don't have exceptions in every row. Okay? The only exception we have is in the last row, which is really not an exception because the only difference is with the number that's outside the table. Are we together? So here, we'll write zeros for the tens place in the first row, okay? So here, we'll write zeros. Here, we'll write ones. And here, we'll write twos. Are we together? But for this third row, there is a number that we added outside the table, right? So here, instead of writing 2, as we've been doing in this third row, for this number that's outside the table, we'll write 3. Okay? For this number that's outside the table, we'll write 3. Okay? And you realize that just like for table 2, the only exception we are seeing is when the digit in the ones place is a 0. Okay? So for these 2 tricks, we can conclude that every time we have a 0 in the ones place, we'll have an exception. And just like that, you have your table 3. Okay? This is 3 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9 and times 10. Okay? All right. So 3 times 1 is 3. Okay? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? Moving on swiftly. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay? 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. And last but not least, 3 times 10 is 30. Are we together? And just like that, we have table 3. Okay? Do you see how easy that was? Okay, so I'll leave you with one question for practice. Work out this, divide by 3. Okay? We'll answer that question in our next lesson. Math is pretty easy and fun, right? Exactly. Practice makes perfect. If you enjoyed the lesson, feel free to like, share, because sharing is caring, and subscribe so that you don't miss any time I upload a new video. Subscribing is free. Yay! See you in 2 weeks' time. Same place, same time. Bye!